It is so dark. It is so depraved. It is so incredible. Absolutely some irredeemable characters in this one. A heroine who you definitely want to cheer for. And you might actually even feel a little sympathy for one of the not so great guys. Dukes of Ruin. It's the number 4 in a series of The Royals of Forsyth University by Angel Lawson and Samantha Rue. Let's start straight off the cuff with very brief synopsis. Fundamentally, we have this Forsyth University. It's got this fraternity system. This fraternity system is, the best I can tell, an organized crime system. But they basically all make them, these fraternities are like the royals. And these royals always got these 3 leaders. You know, this one's about the dukes. They have the lords, the counts, the barons, and the princes. So the dukes have a woman that is theirs. And by theirs, I mean they own this woman. That's the whole premise. They own her. Okay, we'll just move past that. And they have the duchess. So, you know, the lords have the lady, the princes have the princess, so on and so forth. Each of the houses or the fraternities kind of have a theme to it. Well, the dukes they're fighters. They literally like fight in a ring, and it's a whole deal with them. And they also trade weapons. On top of that, they have this whole king structure, and the kings are like past alumni, basically the head of that organized crime family. And their duchess is Lavinia Lucia, or Lucia. Not sure how to say that last name. They got this duchess, the dukes. There's 3 of them. You've got Remi, Cy, and Nick. So, you know, good wholesome boys here. Let's talk about our girl Vinny. Our girl, she is a fighter through and through. I appreciate this about her. She has had a crappy life, a crappy dad, and been in captivity for 2 years. And does that girl, is she like, oh my God, please don't hurt me? No, she is cursing them out. She's kicking, she's screaming. I'm like, you go, girl. I love that. I love that for her. I love that she's like, nope, I'm not going to just sit here and become a wallflower. I'm not going to do what you tell me to do. Compliance is not in my vocabulary. And yeah, I'm there with you, Vinny. She is basically claimed, we'll call it, by the dukes. They break into her captive location. She's held at like a brothel, and they violate her. I have to be careful about what I say here, in order to make her unpure, and they tape it. So basically this idea is that they can take this away from the counts and the lords, and, you know, they don't have this commodity anymore. So therefore she's not worth anything. And then they tattoo her with their symbol so they can say they claimed her, they branded her. Because nothing says like, you know what, boys, I'm going to be yours because you branded me. What? She doesn't get a choice in the matter. It's not like, hey, do you want to be the Duchess? No. It's you will be the Duchess. Oh, and we expect you to obey us, serve us in all the ways. Yes, that's what y'all thinking. And oh, by the way, you need to act happy about it too. Yeah, our girl, she, like I said, compliance is not her jam. She's like, no, I don't think so. I think I'm going to be mean to you, and you absolutely deserve it. So let's get into the boys. There's 3 of them. First, we got Remi. All right, Remi is, if there were a, quote, sympathetic character out of the 3 boys, he'd probably be the most sympathetic. Now, this boy is not, I would say his biggest issue is he is just mentally ill. He's got terrible mental illness issues. So what has not helped that, however, is this whole messed up system that they're in with the fraternities and everything. I mean, come on now. And his father, who is very wealthy and much more concerned about the way things appear than his son actually being healthy. So he'd rather have his son gaslit and drugged up to unteen and everything else than to care about his son who is to actually be healthy. And I feel bad for him in that respect. He's also an artist. He sees everything in color. Everything in his life is about color. And he does tattoos, so mainly tattoo artists. But he's an artist in his soul. And I would say somewhat sympathetic, because as soon as I have some sympathy for him and I'm like, okay, well, maybe Remi's not that bad compared to the rest. Then he does something freaking crazy and I'm like, oh, never mind. You're also a trash can. And that brings us to Cy. His real name's Simon. He is the half brother of Nick. It's a whole like throuple thing that his parents are in. Anyway, so Cy is just, the most repressed human being ever. He is literally angry at everything because he is absolutely trying to repress and ignore all of his hormones and urges, which, these are college age boys. And you do that long enough, and yeah, he's angry at oxygen, y'all. I mean, he is angry at everything. Poor Cy. But he is just a bruiser. He's that quintessential fighter look. He's all about, he's very structured. Like, everything, he's like, I can just mind over matter on everything. Well, of course, that doesn't work. I mean, you just keep repressing things, and it's going to bubble out. And he really hates Vinny. And he hates Vinny because he's attracted to her. That's why he hates Vinny. Because again, remember, he's trying to deny every single urge that is a biological thing for him. So he has to hate Vinny because he's like, I really, really like her. And of course, she doesn't help anything because she's kind of like, yeah, I see it and I'm going to exploit it and you go, girl. And he is just absolutely so PO'd that she is around there. He doesn't want a Duchess. He doesn't want Vinny. He doesn't want any of that. So Nick is our red flag. And he's like the red flag, the reddest of red flags. He is just not redeemable in my eyes. So Nick is like, hey, what if I took a stalker and an abuser and combined it all in one body and became that? That is Nick. So Nick is convinced he's in love with Vinny. Like, he is absolutely convinced he's in love with her because, he's taking care of her, aka been her jailer for 2 years. And during that time, he's just fallen in love with her. She's feisty. She's fun. She's beautiful. And he loves her. And because he decided he loves her, she must love him back. Oh, there's no autonomy in his mind. It's that I have loved you, so therefore you must love me back. Oh, and when you don't do things that I like, it is your fault that I punish you. This is a girl that was locked in a flipping box by her father as punishment. So what does he do? He uses that against her, never talks to her. He knows she has a problem with small confined spaces, as would anyone if you lived through that. So he locks her in the small confined spaces. He can hear her screaming, like a massive panic attack. She comes out bloody and sweaty. And does he change his behavior? Oh no, because he's a dumpster fire. This is a spoiler if you have not read the book. He betrays her in the worst way. He forces her. Total coercion. Like zero. And she cries as you would. And he gets mad at her for crying. Y'all. And he gets all like cold. He's like, I had to force you so you could see how much I loved you. And you cried. So I'm going to dump you back on your father's flipping steps and let him, enact his horrible plan for you. I'm sorry. I do not know how anyone could forgive this man. I couldn't, I know we have multiple books left in this. I know we have multiple books left, and I know what they're going to do. They're going to try, she's going to try, well, the authors, are going to try to redeem him. I just don't see how, y'all. I'm so viscerally angry at him for his betrayal and how he treated her. Sai has redeemable qualities. Remi, if he could get, mentally healthy, he still, even then, he has redeemable qualities. These are flawed, kind of terrible at times men, but they're redeemable. I do not see how Nick is redeemable. No, Nick is the red flag to end all red flags. No, he is not redeemable to me. He's not morally gray. He's morally bankrupt. So I know they're going to try to redeem him. And y'all, I just, I do not think I can handle that. I don't. What is up with this university? As far as I can tell, it's just a cover for organized crime. But here's what I would like to know. What sane parent is sending their daughter to this place? Having a daughter. There's not a chance on planet Earth I would send my daughter to this school. I mean, is it make it interesting for me from a reading perspective? Sure. But literally, I'm shocked they don't have classes like Organized Accounting 101 or How to Hide a Body 260. These are the classes I would expect at this university. Yeah. It's absolutely insane. Let's see where Dukes of Ruin sits on my Unhinged romance ratings. Let's get into the rating. What rating are we going to give Dukes of Ruin? All right. It's definitely between one of two things. It's either between this can't be legal or please scrub my brain. This was a tough one for me, y'all. I think this can't be legal. That's our winner. But I would call it closer to 4.5 over 4 stars. But ultimately, I think it defines it perfectly. Everything about this book is hey, this cannot be legal. This book is crazy. And I cannot wait to see what we do next. So see you next time. Meeting adjourned.